All right, Shalom. Shalom. This is the brother Warba, represent Great Millstone, Dallas, along with the brothers, San Antonio brothers. I got alongside me brother Yawasop, brother Bazak, Great Millstone, San Antonio. And we're back with another lesson. Before we start, kick it off, we're going to say, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful, humble elect that's out there doing this work in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the planet Earth. And, shalom to you sincere Akwathium that are out there that are listening, that are subscribed to this channel as well. All right. And today's topic, what we want to go into, is basically just about being, hearers of the word, or hearers of the word and not doers of the word, basically, loosely paraphrasing, man. This is a topic that, we go into, sometimes, but it's definitely necessary, because you got a lot of different scenarios and a lot of people out there that likes to fake the funk. You got a lot of people that like to talk and scoff, jump on a comment board, and like to be hearers of the word, but they don't have no works. They don't have no proof of them actually going out and doing, doing what they say that they're doing. They always got opinions. They always want to say things, but when it comes down to doing this work, they ain't nowhere to be found. All right? So, go ahead, brother.
God, I want to go ahead and get this. It's going to be the book of James, chapter 1, and verse 22. And it says, "But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves."
Yeah, playing yourselves, man. All right? You wanna just be a hearer of the word, and this can go, twofold. This could be for somebody that's not really in the know, that's just only listening, or somebody that actually has this, has the opportunity to taste of this good gift and is not doing what they're supposed to be doing with it, man, squandering it. Okay, just like the elder Ariella likes to say, the Most High, the Lord is not gonna put gas in a parked car. You feel me? He can use somebody else that's going to actually go out there and use them talents, man. All right, and bring to the flock and make be productive with it. All right, go ahead.
God, continuing in verse 23, it says, if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
Yeah, you looking at yourself in the mirror, man. You know what I'm saying? You looking at yourself, playing yourself, man. You got the opportunity of a lifetime, of eternity, rather. Not just a lifetime, because we know a lifetime is just here and there. But man, you have the opportunity to be a part of the greatest thing ever created, man, which is being next to Yahweh and his son, Yahweh Shai, man. Joint heirs, getting that incorruptible crown, man. You know what I mean? That's beautiful, even in itself, just the idea of it. But yet you can't even get up and go, do what you're supposed to do what you were called to do. Go ahead.
God, continue with verse 24. It says, "For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was."
Yeah, you forget who you was, man. You get this beautiful knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, and then you just a hearer of the word, man. Oh, yeah, Khan, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, you are what they call a weekend Israelite, man. You show up at camp, or at a camp, or you on the comment board, you tune into the live stream or whatever, and you got all these things to say, but then you ain't nowhere to be found, and nobody knows about you. You turn into a nigga the next day. You know better than them Christians, man, in their church, okay? That go out and party and shake their ass all damn night on a Saturday, and then want to go into church on a Sunday and hoop and holler and shout and run around and sprinkle what they would call holy water on themselves, but we already know that's something else. But yeah, man. That don't make you any different than those guys. Flat out hypocrite. Okay? Go ahead.
God, verse 25, it says, "But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed."
That man shall be blessed in his deeds, man. I mean, that's plain. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to really go any further into that one. It's clear. You know, just do what you're supposed to do, man, to the best of your ability. If you have, you know, if you have the knowledge, wisdom, and understand, man, hey, just like you got something to say, get down. And it don't have to be deep, man. That's the thing about a lot of these Israelites. They always try to be super, super, super deep. And it's not even about that. It's about edifying the flock, the nation of Israel, baby. That's what it's about. Okay? And the Lord has given you talents, man. Things that you're good at, things that you can, that you do best, or you do better than other people. Do it. All right? It's not hard. Okay?
Yeah. Because imagine if Moses saw the burning bush and then Yahweh was like, hey, yo, Moses, go over there and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And Moses was like, I'm not gonna preach you, but I hear you though, I believe you. But
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell Pharaoh nothing. Hey, you got it. You know what I mean? Call him the Lord out. Yeah, he's like, no, I hear that, but nah. You know, he would have been here, but not do it. If you just hear it, if he would have never gone and told Pharaoh, well, look, let Israel go, we still be there right now. Egypt by now would have been a global hegemon, would have been a global rulership. You know, but yeah, Hamites walking around wearing big ass fucking statues of Anubis and shit. But through Moses being a doer of the word and not only a hearer of it, now we're closer and closer into our kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And having actual acts. There's a whole book called Acts. You know, doing the actual acts that Yahweh trying to cause you to do, has chosen you to do. You know what I mean? That edges us closer and closer unto the second covenant. Because all of our forefathers since the garden, Yahweh prophesied about in Genesis the 3rd chapter. You know? Mm-hmm. Since the garden, our people have been looking forward to this expectation of a second covenant. At the time that the first covenant was written, well, in the book of Genesis, there are in the Garden of Eden, they were speaking about the Messiah. So that first covenant wasn't faultless from the beginning. You know, that first covenant wasn't meant to be the end all be all from the beginning. You know what I mean? But the way to obtain a second covenant, it comes through works and it comes through tilling that ground, planting them seeds, man.
God, I got a precept on mine. This is back in the same book. This is in the book of James. This is chapter 2, verse 17. All right. Actually, I'll start up at 16. And it says, "And one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body. What doth it profit? Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works."
And that's exactly what all of our forefathers did. Moses showed his faith by the works, which he ran to be a regular mortal man and walk up to Pharaoh and be like, "Hey, cut that out." You know, that takes some faith. Like, look, I already know that. I know that the Lord have my back. Because going up to Pharaoh was like going to Trump right now with Secret Service around him. Hey, cut that out. You can't just say that to the king.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially back then, off your head, nigga. You know what I mean?
You'll get hung in front of the masses for that madness, man.
That's it. But Moses had that faith. He was like, well, look, you know, I'm gonna show my faith in the Lord by His works, because I have faith that if I do these things, that my father Yahweh is gonna protect me. And David did that. You know what I mean? Isaiah, Elijah, Elisha, they all walked with that faith. Like, well, look, you know, I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna do these works. I'm gonna do these works in the name of my God. And Lord's will, I should be straight. And not one of them was forsaken.
Straight.
Are you done with that?
God, that's all I have.
I got a precept. This is 1 Maccabees 2:15. It says, "Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers." Giving your life, all right, is an act, is a work. Giving your life, devoting your life to the ministry is a work. It says in verse 51, "Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time." So call to remembrance, keep in mind what our fathers did, what acts our fathers did in their time. Can somebody get Malachi 4:4?
Okay.
And it says, "So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation? And it was imputed unto him for righteousness." And how was Abraham found faithful? Abraham did acts. He took his son all the way up and on. You know, he acted upon his faith. Abraham back then actually similar like us right now. Abraham was in a strange land that he didn't know, surrounded by heathens, blindly following the God of his fathers. The same thing that we're doing. We're just like, hey, we out here in America, Dallas, San Antonio, Oklahoma, motherfucking New York. We out here just blindly following by faith, following the God of our fathers. And it says, 1 Maccabees 2:53, Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. Phinehas, our father, being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Joshua, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel. Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land. And David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting covenant. Elijah, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven. And Ananias, Azarias, and Misael, by believing, were saved out of the flames. So all of our fathers, by doing their acts, Yahweh took care of them. You know, doing those acts, and once again, all these things as just closer and closer unto the time of Yahweh Shabbat, of Yahweh's judgment. Overall, of the second covenant and of our salvation. All these things play a key part in pushing us closer and closer and tipping that balance to the time of the end, because there's a horse with a balance for it. But the time of the end to come. That's kind of something else.
You can search for your other one, brother. Kyle. Yeah, I got you. Yep. All right, this is the book of Malachi 4, verse 4. And it says, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and the judgments.
Yep. So recall that law. Now it has to be remembered, because at one point we forgot it was black Puerto Ricans eating pork. You know, Jake was in the game day and all that stuff. So we forgot it. But now these days we're remembering it. The laws of our fathers. Can we keep on going?
Okay. Verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and the dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to children, or to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers.
And now what's happening right now in these days? We're not black anymore, Mexican anymore. Now we're like, oh, so you know what? My father is Judah. My father is Issachar. My father's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So this happening these days, and it's speaking about in the last days. So the hearts of the fathers turn, the hearts of the children turn to the fathers, and in turn the hearts of the fathers, Yahweh looking down, look, these are my children, these are my sons, and these are my daughters.
That's right.
This is happening right now, and there's nowhere a pale Jewish man with a yarmulke, oh, well, we come from Asher. No, it's not fucking happening. Who's coming upon, hey man, look, we're the house of Jacob. Who's on the common boy with an afro talking about Lion of Judah? It's Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latino, North American Indian. There's no so-called Jewish man. Like also in Jeremiah 16 tells you that in the last days the Israelites will question, why are they going through all the struggles? You've never heard a Jewish man with a yarmulke, them stupid ass curls inside of his head, stupid ass sideburns. Man, all the struggles of the Jewish man.
Yeah, man.
Never heard that shit.
Cause these niggas got everything, man. They control the banking systems. They got all the wealth, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime one of them so-called Jews get in any type of situation, they're immediately freed from it, man. They don't have any kind of hardships whatsoever, you know. And even when they just claim that they, well, I'm just trying to live a simple life. You may have some of them that, may live in the hood next to Jake or whatever, but they still got it, man. They still got, bank accounts, riches. And they're not going through poverty. They're not going through any of the struggles that the Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans endure every day of their lives, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting chased down and beaten down by police, shot in the street. That's not happening to them. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting thrown in jail and all that, or racially profiled just for being in a store or being in a place, man. No one looks for them like that, man. They immediately sneak around and go as they please, man, without any problems.
Well, that's because they're God's people. You guys are just monkeys. That's Christianity.
Yep.
What you got?
God, I want to go ahead and get this. This is going to be the book of John, chapter 4, I'm going to start at verse 34. It says, Yahweh saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white, ready to harvest.
Yeah.
And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. That's right, man, because doing this work, ultimately, Yahushua said, the scriptures say, and Yahushua said that we're going to do the work that he did, and we're going to be glorified together, man.
God.
You know, his glory, we're going to receive part of that glory, be raised up, man. You know, we're going to receive the earth and more. You know, we're going to be able to do what Yahushua did and more. You know,
right.
all these blessings are coming upon us, but in order to obtain those, you can't just be listening to the video, agreeing, you know, hey, Khan,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'll go out there, you know, but then you, as the scripture says, it's as a man who's looking into the mirror and then forgetteth who he is, you know, like right at that moment you're in the spirit and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go, and then later on you forget, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're a hearer of the word and not a doer, man. And it says, and he that reapeth receiveth wages, man. And those wages is the kingdom, the blessings. Can someone get I believe it's Romans 9, where it speaks about the you know what I'm talking about, right? Is that Romans 9, where it speaks about the Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption.
Oh, yeah.
Kind. You know, everything that we're gonna receive is gonna be your palm, man. You know, just thinking about the kingdom, it's unfathomable, man. Because you're sitting there like, man, enjoy, you know, being able to do something new every day, bro. Like, man, you know. But continuing it, verse 37, and it says, and herein is that saying true: one soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. You know, so we came in, you know, other brothers have been doing this for years. We came in and we started, you know, doing what they were doing, man. You know, giving them rest. All right? And can you go ahead and get that, Babusha?
Romans 9. This is Romans 9:1. I say the truth, and Hamashiach I lie not.
That's right.
My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit,
Right.
that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I can wish that myself were accursed from the Yahushua, from my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises.
So all these things were given unto the Israelites, you know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the ones who are going to receive it are going to be the 144,000 men that were laboring, man. Not the 144,000 men that were sitting there watching, you know, that were sitting there, you know, agreeing with what we were saying, man.
Yeah, cheerleaders.
Yeah, God, man.
Sideline people, man.
That's right.
If I may, brother, you know, you watching a football game, you know what I'm saying? You don't know the people that are on the sidelines, man. You don't know the backup quarterback's name. You don't know them. You know the people that are out there in the game, man, on the field. They're the ones who got their jerseys in stores, man. They're the men of renown. They're the ones that people know about, talk about week in and week out on these TV shows and different things like that. Same way it is with this work, man. You know what I'm saying? If you just a sideline, you riding the pine, you know, you ain't out there swinging your sword, you ain't out there, you know, doing the works of of the Heavenly Father, man. Well, guess what? You know, who are you? It's exactly right. That's why Yahushua gonna be like, you gonna knock on that door, and Yahushua gonna be like, depart from me, I know thee not. You know, and then weeping and gnashing of teeth in those days. You know, you got it, brother.
Kind of, man. And so we understand, you know, we didn't want to make this too long, but we understand that in order to obtain that salvation, man, it says, he that reapeth receiveth wages. If you ain't reaping, you're not gonna receive shit, man. You know, the Lord gonna come back and be like, you know, you fired, get out of here. God, you know, and you being fired, you're either gonna eat a missile or you're gonna take judgment, part of Esau's judgment, to where he put martial law, break in your house, man, kill you, you know, your kids, your granddaddy, all them, man. You know, the Most High ain't playing, man. He's gonna show everyone. You know, for those of you who are listening and fervently believe, man, if you're a man, you know, go out and start reaping, man. Yep. You know, go out and start, you know, doing what you can to become part of this, man. You know, the Lord, you know, and the Lord, you know, Lord willing, the Lord start dealing with you. But other than that, man, if you feel like the Spirit ain't dealing with you like that, and you truly sincere, pray on it, man. God. You know, you listen to enough videos to understand the prayers and to understand the Hebrew and to even go into it if you don't. You know? So
right.
with that, y'all got anything else to say?
I want to make a point real quick that everything is basically for that crown, which that crown isn't just that literal crown, but that crown is the second covenant. That crown is winning. That crown is perfection, man.
Yep.
Being able to be called a son of God in truth, forever and ever. Being able to be an ambassador of Yahweh upon the universe, man.
Right.
Being perfect, being able to enjoy our children and our seed, and our lives in general for eternity. That's the promise that we're going to receive. That's the reason why Yahweh made man in the first place. Yahweh didn't create man to work 9 to 5 jobs to talk about it for the day and then pay taxes and complain about it. Yahweh made man in his image to be immortal, but because of sin and iniquity, in Psalm 78 it tells you, because of their iniquity, God made their lives vain. It also proves that Christianity isn't true because so God's gonna make your life vain, then give you hell too afterwards. Right, bro? Like damn, this nigga really hate us, like, you know. But basically, man, you know, work toward the second covenant, man. It's almost here, and Yahweh shall die for this. Our forefathers died for this, you know.
That's right.
All of our forefathers fervently believe in this, and it's obvious that it's true because Esau's going so hard against it.
God.
Nigga, this
everyone
nigga digging
is.
up the Egyptians, the fucking pharaohs. This is you guys. Why? Wait a minute. If you were a king, why would this man who hates you tell you the factual history? Well, look, if you were a king, you was this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's to show you, okay, it definitely wasn't that nigga.
Yeah,
He's
that's
a
right.
damn liar. But that was it for me.
Kind of. So I want to, if y'all don't mind, I want to go ahead and end it off on this. It's going to be 1 Timothy 4:12. It says, "Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity.
God.
Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all.
Man.
Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee." You know, so with that being said, man, just keep, if you hearing and you feel like you can do more, you can. You know, just start doing stuff, man. You know, get in touch with brothers, man. You know how to do it, man. You in the age of technology, bro. You know, so once again, be not just hearers of the word, but doers as well, man. You know, so with that being said, anything else?
And
All
with
right.
that,
You know,
we're gonna give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Badash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone.